Hey friends! Today we're gonna be looking at some baddies! If you're new to my channel, this is my series Keep Sewing On, where I justify the ungodly amount of time that I spend looking at other sewists on the internet, and I show you some of my favorite things that I've found. In today's episode, I am going to be showing you some capital B baddies, as it were. And hopefully, I encourage some people to pick up a needle and get sewing in the process. Hopefully. Now, first off, Annie Pop on Tumblr made this dress, and it is gorgeous, let me just say that. And it looks like what she's done here is she's attached a skirt that she made to a corset top. And I think that's a really interesting and fun idea. And I'm really wondering if she made this corset, or if she purchased a corset or found a corset or was in some way gifted a corset and was like, no, make it a dress. Because both of these are valid, and both of these are cool, but making a corset entirely from scratch is not easy. It's not hard, but it's like, takes some doing, you know? But just like attaching a skirt, not just attaching a skirt to a corset, that in and of itself is a whole feat, but just doing that would be a really fun beginner project, I think, because like you get this finished product that looks tailored and amazing and like a dark cottagecore fairy, but you didn't have to like actually make a corset. But the thing about this post that sent me is the caption. I made a dress and I'm so hot. Crazy. Black heart emoji. You should totally Venmo me so I can buy more fabric. And then she leaves her Venmo at the end there, which is Annie_Annie_Annie. So if there's any sewist simps out there, go do what you want to do. Girl, we love a confident self-promotion. I wish that I could be that confident when I promo myself, but I can't. And our next capital B baddie is @LynLoved on Instagram. And oh my goodness, this one makes me so happy. Precious, right? Now this skirt is the first thing that Kaya, cool name by the way, has ever made. So this skirt is her first ever project. And it came out so nice! I've been wanting to make a textured suede skirt like this ever since I did my Wings Club video, because this is basically what I put Stella in. And then I saw her video like a few days later and I was like, oh my goodness, it's Stella. Except it's not, it's Kaya. Kaya? I hope it's Kaya, because then it rhymes with my name. But like I said, this is the first thing she's ever sewn on a machine, and it so obviously fits her aesthetic too. Like, she looks so happy in it. And this fabric, this suede fabric, it's so fun to work with because it holds its structure so nice, so it's the perfect thing to practice pleats in, because when you have a really like fiddly soft fabric and you're trying to follow the grain to make even pleats, there's so much that can go wrong. But if you have a thick, chunky fabric that's gonna listen to what you tell it to do, you don't really have to overthink your pleats as much. I mean, you still have to think about them, and there's still some math involved, but it's not quite as intense as when you're pleating, like, say, I don't know, a silk organza, which I hope none of you ever have to pleat because, oh my gosh. I'm actually having project envy, but I do that in every episode. I might have to make myself a skirt like this because it's just so fun. And I love how she styled it with the beret and the sweater. Perfection. Anyways, Kaya, I am glad that you made yourself this skirt, and I hope that you keep sewing on. Another first time project is this crop top by a sewist on Tumblr named T. I love that name. I wonder why. Okay, well I guess it's not like the first thing they've ever sewn, but it's the start of her sewing career, and I hope it's an illustrious one. Little Crow Corvair on Tumblr spent 4 to 5 hours making this crop top. And that's a very realistic time block there. I'm always scheduling myself sewing time and saying like, oh yeah, 1 hour and I'll have a finished thing by the end of it, and I never do. So it's really comforting to see people be realistic about how much time they actually spent sewing a thing, or how much time they expect to spend sewing a thing. That makes my heart happy. But on her blog, she's doing a 12 days of sewing challenge, and I think that's really fun. I highly recommend checking out her Tumblr. I'll have it linked below as always. And T, I hope that you keep sewing on. You know, I think that I should specify what exactly I mean by baddie real quick. In my mind, a baddie is anyone who's like super confident and knows exactly what they want to look like and how they want to present. So Cal here, he knows exactly how he wants to present. Look at this specifically tailored aesthetic. Like, incredible. Immaculate. I love it. I am living for this crop top. The lace and the florals juxtaposed with the chains is so nice. Not to mention, I never would have thought to put the plaid and the florals together, especially because they don't share colors with each other, but they blend surprisingly well. Like, I wouldn't look at this picture and say, yes, that matches, but I would look at this picture and I would say, this is exactly the outfit that is supposed to be on this person at this time, you know? Like, I think matching died a long time ago, and this is a very postmodern outfit. I love it. I love this look. If you sat me in a room with limitless amount of time and any resource that I wanted and told me to design as many outfits as possible, I wouldn't get to this. So awesome job, gal. I hope you keep sewing on, because that's great. This next one might just straight send you. So sit down, buckle up. Are you ready? Are you in a comfortable position? Are you ready for this? You might just have your brain melt from the super awesome vibes coming your way. So like really strap in for this one. Boom. Meijio sewed this corset and this skirt, and I am obsessed with this outfit. It looks so nice. Like, it is cottagecore and punk at the same time, and I love it. Like, I just love it so much. I have to calm down. Okay, read the script. The color, superb. The vibes, immaculate. My heart stopped. Hotel Trivago. Jewel-toned punk-inspired looks are absolutely my kryptonite. Like, I love jewel tones. They're like... And then this is punk and it's Victorian. Like, I'm sorry, I am trying really hard to focus. Meijio, thank you for sewing us this look. Please keep sewing on, and I desperately hope that I haven't just butchered your name, but I have a dumb American mouth that says dumb American vowels, and I'm sorry. Jen Renfield Handmade on Tumblr is doing the most. If you want to get into lingerie sewing, I highly recommend checking her out because it is very inspirational on her page. She has been experimenting with various patterns, and she's describing her sewing room as a panty making factory at this point, which is kind of fun. And her lace edging is so pretty. It's not curly, it's not like crinkly or lettuce edged, and in high school when I started making my own stuff, it took me like a couple of years to stop having everything just be crinkly on the edges. And no, I wasn't pulling it while I was sewing. My feed dogs were doing it, and then learning how to shove in time with the feed dogs, ugh. Took forever. Anyways, she made this camisole, and for Valentine's Day, she made this lovely nightgown. And the lace trimming even has little hearts. So lovely. I love the black hearts so much, and I'm so excited to see what you do in the future. Keep sewing on, girl. I feel like it's getting cheesier every time I say it. This punky e-girl skirt is so cool, and it's sewn by Switch Bitch on Tumblr. And they apparently were afraid of their sewing machine before they decided to stitch up this lovely skirt. Where did they get the fabric, you might ask? Well, they had this pair of pants that they were going to try to sell on Depop, but then they felt too lazy to go through all that hassle, so they just, you know, sewed it up into a skirt instead. So much easier, am I right? This skirt is awesome, and Switch Bitch, I hope that you keep sewing on. That's fun to say. I really hope I don't get demonetized for saying that. I'm not even monetized in the first place. Ayo! And the last capital B baddie is from Facebook. Her name is Jessie Tooley, and she's amazing. I first saw her work on this dress here, where she did this like futuristic corset dress, and I love this concept so much. Like, she took something as old-fashioned and vintage as a corset, and she revamped it into something that looks like straight out of a sci-fi show. Like, this is so modern and sleek and fun. My mind is always drifting to fiction, but I could really see like the human AI interface of a spaceship wearing this dress, like Andromeda on the Andromeda. She would totally wear a dress like this. I'm not wrong. Not wrong. Anyways, she hasn't sewn since high school, and recently she decided to pull out her sewing machine, dust it off, and get to work. She's done a thrift flip, she's done a cute little bow dress, and now she's started a scrap buster quilt. I love it. She has a Facebook group that's effectively a vlog. It's called Come Sew with Jessie, and it's where you can follow her sewing antics. So feel free to check that out. I will have it linked in the description box below. Don't know why I keep doing this with my arms. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode of Keep Sewing On, and I hope that you enjoyed the baddie addy 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 addies as much as I did. And yes, I know that song is actually saying body, but I like to think of it as baddie addy because only baddies dance to that song. It's true. If you've ever danced to that song, you're a baddie now. I don't make the rules. Yes, I do. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode of Keep Sewing On, and I hope that you saw something that piqued your interest or inspired you to maybe pick up a needle or a sketchbook, or even just to go down a research rabbit hole and start getting emotionally ready to pick up a needle. Huh? You want to sew something? You want to sew something? You totally want to sew something. I know you do. Don't lie to me. Anyways, thank you so much for making it this far into the video. If you have forgotten to like the video, please don't forget. Please remember, it's very important. It means the world to me that people stick around to the end of these videos. I love that so much, especially because I put some fun goodie bits at the end there where I mess up and it's fun. It's a blooper reel. We all like the blooper reels. We laugh at them. It's camaraderie. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, keep sewing on and all that good stuff, and I'll see you later. Bye, friends! Now I have to degoff myself before my roommates see. I really hope I haven't had lipstick on my teeth this whole time. It's fine.
Good?
Yep. It's already recording.
I love that. Fantastic. You're going to have fun with that?
I am not gonna have fun with that because you're a youth leader.
Yeah, that's fair. Have fun.
Oh, my script. I'm gonna have so much dead air at the beginning of this. I'm sorry, editing Maya.